What motivated you to talk about mental health?
I think it's so important that we do talk about it. I think being raised in families, not just my family, but South Asian families, when we speak about mental health, it's usually and they don't understand the depth of that. No one is mentally unwell and can't be fixed. There's cures, there's treatments, there's therapists. If we talk about it to people, that helps. Having a coffee with a friend, keeping everything inside you and saying that you're managing it all and you're supermom, that causes burnout. And it's something that a lot of women are living with in today's day and age. It's really sad to see. We're all very high achieving women, but inside there's a lot we carry. So I really urge all my friends all the time, I'd speak, vent out, reach out to people. I just want to listen. And if you've got a problem, maybe I can't solve it, but at least I can listen, and that makes you feel a little bit better. And I think it's really important. I speak about mental health to my children as well, and if they have something to say, and I never dismiss it. If they say, "Mum, I need to talk," I drop everything and I listen, because at that point they're ready to give me something, share a bit of them. And I think our society is still very, they ignore it. Mental health, it's still very much ignored in families. If you say to your parents, "I'm not well," kuchni and tika, you'll move on. You move on from it. I think we need to still talk about there is help out there. There's no shame in saying that you need help. I think we still have this very much taboo on, if you say that you reach out for help, you might be looked at into a different way. I think it's really important that if you need help, there are ways out there, and I'm really glad that we can talk about it, and we have platforms where we can talk about depression, anxiety, burnout. These are all very common symptoms in today's day and age. I suffer from anxiety, and anytime I have too much on my plate, I do shut down and I need a minute to just regulate the system again, get calm, get into my normal space. And this is, I think, I remember I've done so many podcasts and I said I'm super mom and I do it all, and I get up at 6 and then, by midnight I'm still writing press releases. And at some point within these years, you burn yourself out, and you need time to stop. So now I'm spending a lot of time just dropping my shoulders, relaxing. It's not important. I don't rush to answer phone calls. I don't rush to answer the emails. It can wait. And I think having that understanding now at an earlier age, rather than it becoming even more severe, has just helped mentally with the relationship with my children, with myself, and just taking 2 steps back which has helped me kind of balance my anxiety, balance my stress, just regulate the system a little bit. But for those who are going through it, if you feel like, your phone rings and your heart just, it tightens up because you think, oh God, who is it now? Or, if there's an email that has to be answered, I would say, speak to somebody who can help you, be it a friend or a counsellor. And if you can't speak to anyone, just drop your shoulders, 2 steps back, it can wait. I think at some point when there's that tightness in your chest and you're running, and you've got, obviously, as you've mentioned, there's businesses to be seen, there's journalism work, there's PR, there's various other things as a mum one does. And then at some point when you shut down at night, it's not how you should be feeling at the end of the day. And for me, it was more awareness and understanding, and knowing that I need to just calm it down a little bit to be able to manage everything. And that they also, as a mum, you get a little bit more angrier at the kids, a little bit more snappier at the kids. And that's what I wanted to stop, because that's not how I want the kids to be raised, and that's not how I want to be portrayed as a mum. And I think it's really humbling to understand and know yourself. And I think at the age of when you're 40 plus and you've got children, you do know how you were and how you are. So I've made it my mission that, once things are going on and it's all go, and there's a school drop or whatever, I never rush my children. There's never a sense of anxiety in the morning that get your shoes on, get this on. I wake up half an hour earlier. Rather than rushing them to get out the door, you get your jobs done half an hour earlier. It's managing yourself, managing your mind and your emotions. And yeah, I feel a lot more calmer. And now everything is a lot more slower. And you have good days and bad days. And that's what mental health is. It's not that every day is amazing. Some days you have a low day and some days you have a high day.